Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
And today we're having a look at the 1792 Small Batch.
Alrighty, 1792. This is one that we have had a little bit of difficulty coming across in Australia. I kind of gave up for a bit. We could find it online in a few places, but the prices were a little bit arbitrary, so we kind of gave up on it for a little bit, and then Uncle Dan's just had it had it in stock one day, so I bought it, and it was only $85, so I thought, hell, just buy it. Now, 1792, you'll most likely remember the name because of the, I forget when it happened, a fair few years ago, maybe 5 years ago or something. There was a bit of a fire in
I swear it was in the recent.
Nah, it was a few years
ago. Because the Whiskey Show made a video on it.
Yeah.
And they rolled Daniel... No, they rolled a small barrel.
No, maybe 3.
I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago.
I don't know, whatever. Anyway, they're one of their warehouses storing their barrels caught fire, causing some of them to collapse, and their barrels of whiskey to barrel down a hill into a local river, killing a bunch of fish. The whiskey tribe actually said that they would be stupid to not bring out a survivors of the fire edition kind of like thing, and I 100% agree. Like, that is it's a bunch of, well, definitely not free marketing because they lost a bunch of whiskey, but
even like salvaging the ones from the river, like that'd be. I love that one that was salvaged.
Yeah, it'd be like a survivor of the fire kind of thing. Like, something like that. A special edition, super expensive, super small batch. I think that'd be a fantastic idea. But anyway, it's just classic bourbon, Kentucky. It was named after the date when Kentucky became a state in the United States, 1792. Not much else to say. I love the bottle design, although I was disappointed. I'm a fan of really weighty corks, and I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's a big, hefty metal cork. That would be so satisfying, but it's a bit of plastic. But it's still a fantastic bottle design. I love the bottle design. Not much to say about the history other than that. It's just classic Kentucky bourbon. It rings in at 46.85% alcohol.
Still kind of up there.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not like a flat, 40%.
I thought it was like 40.
No.
And when I stuck my nose in it before,
there's probably a 40% version. Maybe the small batch is a bit higher.
Yeah, it jumped out of the glass.
Classic bourbon notes, but a bit of peanut.
It smells like wild turkey.
It does a bit. Which by reference, we love Wild Turkey Distillery. We've been a massive fan of a lot of the things, the Russell's line, Rare Breed, a bunch of things we love from them.
It smells like the 101.
A little bit, yeah. Maybe a bit dry. No, a bit less dry, a bit sweeter. Yeah. On the nose, at least.
It's got a bit more molasses throughout.
A bit fruity.
Bit of vanilla as
raisins, vanilla.
Yeah.
A bit of like deep red apple. I want to try it. It's jumping out. It smells at a higher proof than it is.
Yeah, well, I thought it was 40, but it smells like a 50, 53, 54.
Very sweet. There's a decent amount of cherry sweetness in this. I like that a lot. It's got a lot more burn than I would expect from a 46%er. I don't mind that at all though. Deep cherry sweetness.
It doesn't feel that oily. It doesn't stick to the mouth. It kind of just falls away. And the finish isn't really that long.
Finish.
It's like a medium.
Yeah.
It's kind of just the alcohol now. It's like no real notes.
I get a little bit of cherry in the finish. Cherry and alcohol.
What do you call those like bright red cherries that you put in a cocktail?
Well, there's maraschino or luxardo. The luxardo, the really. Oh wait.
Which one? Basically pink ones with like the pink stalk that you put in like a cocktail. So I get that kind of cherry taste.
Yeah, I get the deep sweet one. I don't get the amaretto sweetness one.
Whatever.
Because that's the that's like the fake cherry flavor kind of that you get in lollies.
I've only had the one that I get. I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
I get the one that I
didn't know there was multiple types of those things. But.
Yeah, it's a deep sweetness. Maybe like You get a light spices, super light cardamom, super light cinnamon.
It's weird. Like I almost want to say
Pear.
I know this is like a really weird note that makes no sense, but turmeric. The smell of turmeric.
Turmeric.
Kind of like that little ground root.
You're freaking me out because I'm starting to get. It's just the power of suggestion, but it's just on the nose. It's not on the palate, but if I'm being talked into it, it might be on the nose.
I really like
It's a warm nose. It's a pungent nose, similar to the private select for makers we tried. It's pungent.
That taste, very nice. Kind of finishes a bit quickly for me. What would I compare this to? I would say it's like more like a 101. Palate is a little bit different.
Lowest in spice, but deeper in cherry.
And it finishes shorter.
Yeah.
But like the main bourbon notes are the same.
Yeah, they're very classic.
Yeah.
Down the middle. I'm
Same
not
kind of
quite
sweetness
sure
as well.
on the age for this one. It does not taste young whatsoever. I'd be guessing around 4 years, 5 years for bourbon.
It doesn't.
What is it? It's straight, so it's at least 4 years because it's Kentucky straight bourbon. So the inclusion of straight bourbon is legally defined. Meaning that it's at least 4 years. So that's what I'd expect it to be. It tastes like it. Let's add a little bit of water because we neglected to do that in a couple of the episodes.
Water with bourbon normally works though.
Because they're always so oily. Yeah. 3-4 drops.
I mean, for what is 46?
46%.
It's already kind of burny. I know
Yeah, it's got some spiciness.
So I reckon,
some heat.
Yeah, I reckon this is gonna not make it unbearable, but it's gonna definitely liven things up.
We've had some pretty kicking the ass whiskeys today already.
Yeah.
So
nose doesn't really change. You kind of
it's more pear.
It's more subtle, more fruity.
Yeah, more light fruit. It's gone from like a deep red apple to a pear, but still super pungent.
You can like shove your nose in there now.
Relatively similar.
I like that. That gets rid of the unnecessary alcohol burn.
It remained the same for me.
I reckon it's the same exact same taste and flavour, but got rid of that burn that you shouldn't really get for a 46. This is what I would say they were aiming for.
Tastes pretty similar to me. Maybe a slight downgrade in the burn factor, but otherwise it's hard to tell a difference.
Double water.
Either way, I think with or without water, for me, I think this is a really good bourbon. Especially if it's a good price in your area. So I wouldn't hesitate to pick this up if you like bourbon and haven't tried it before.
For sure.
But yeah, I think that's it. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching this episode of Everything Whiskey. If you liked it, please leave us a like, and if you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. If you do so, we will see you in the next episode. Cheers.